Indianapolis is home to a growing and vibrant independent music scene. Every night in our city, you can find musicians at local venues as they load gear from club to club, working hard for the love of music.
We put the same show on for 5 as we do for 5,000 now, you know?
Maybe you've heard of NPR's Tiny Desk Concerts, a music series that happens around an actual desk at NPR. Back in 2015, NPR began a national contest to find an unsigned artist to launch into the world. After the contest, our partners at NPR sent all of the entries from Central Indiana our way. And then we knew it's time to give Central Indiana's talented bands and musicians a digital home. Small Studio was born, WFYI's maiden digital-first program. WFYI is full of public media goodness. But there's one small studio in this big building focused on getting this music to you. Hi, I'm Melissa Davis, staff member here at WFYI and Small Studio Sessions producer.
And I'm Eric Hartvig, Small Studio editor and director. Every month, WFYI showcases the dynamic and talented musicians who call our city home. But because Small Studio is a show that's made through teamwork, we're going to show you some members of our team. Many people from different areas of the building work together to make our digital-first production happen each month. You can find a new Small Studio session every month at wfyi.org/smallstudio.
Now, you should go out to see these artists live, but if you want an introduction to our rich music scene, we have that ready for you right now. The Reverend Peyton's Big Damn Band was the first band to play at WFYI's Small Studio in April 2015. We were lucky to start with one of the best bands in the biz. Over the past 3 years, the Reverend Peyton's Big Damn Band produced a lot of content. 2 studio albums, several viral videos, a single with John Mellencamp, and the band played over 900 shows. This is a prolific group.
It's probably been the biggest 3 years in terms of musical growth for us that we've ever had. You know, we went from literal nothing to having a career in a couple of years. So, yeah. But I'm just in terms of career
to knowing
growth,
that people would be at the show. The more you play, the better you're going to get too.
Well,
so,
that's true.
You know.
Yeah, if you don't play 1,000 shows and end up better than you were before you played those 1,000 shows, then you probably
should hang it up.
Yeah, you're not doing the right thing. Part of the way we like to prepare for a record is not in the studio, but is at home rehearsing. We want to make sure we go in to the studio. We can't afford to spend months in the studio. I don't think records necessarily turn out better for it. Sometimes it may be, but for the most part, I think that the best records are a little bit more, alive and spontaneous, and using just like the immediate forethought instead of like, let's think about this for 6 months and overthink it.
You recorded with John Mellencamp on his latest single, Eyes on the Prize. I heard there was sort of an interesting story behind that. What was that experience like?
There is an interesting story behind that.
How much time do we got?
Yeah. Well, here's the short-ish version. They called me up one day, and luckily we were home and not on tour, but they said, John wants you to come in and play on his record. And I was like, when? And they said, today. And I was like, today? So I start running around gathering up my stuff like, oh my God.
He was a mess.
Oh man. And so then they said, we'll call you when. So I'm just like waiting by the phone, still trying to gather stuff up. And the phone rang, it was them again. And they said, John's changed his mind. I'm like, what? What do you mean? Tomorrow. It's like, okay, tomorrow. Okay. So they told me what, kind of what he was thinking. And there was some other stuff we worked on. But Eyes on the Prize, they said, John wants to do Eyes on the Prize. So I stayed up all night working on that version of Eyes on the Prize, So I played what I was thinking, when I got in the studio and he got there and, we're hanging out and he was into it. He said, let's record it, you and me, live right now. when he opens his mouth, John Mellencamp comes out. It's so cool. They told me when we'd done it, you know, that they had for this project, I don't know, like 60 songs, I think they said back then. And that's been a few years back. And the song that we did together is the lead single. So I was pretty proud of that. We are just motivated to make new music constantly. You know, like we're already talking about what the next record's going to be. You know, we've been making plans. A lot of trial and error and a lot of just trying to be better at everything. Writing songs, singing, playing the guitar, producing records, everything. That's why we want to go back and do another small studio session so we can do it better this time. We're the first ones, so.
You ain't a rich man 'cause you got a big home. You ain't a rich man 'cause you got a big home. You're rich when you don't sleep alone. And money can be fun to spend. Yeah, money can be fun to spend. But it can't buy you a friend. When you're in trouble, who will you call? When you're in trouble, who will you call? After the market fall. You ain't a rich man 'cause you got a big home. You ain't a rich man 'cause you got a big home. You're rich when you don't sleep alone. You ain't a rich man 'cause you got a big home. You ain't a rich man 'cause you got a big home. You're rich when you don't sleep alone.
Coming up next, Native Son.
There's a war going on outside, no man is safe from it. Some people add to it, others try to take from it. Ad nauseum to my weak stomach as I ascend to the peak. I see my freedom of speech plummet. I mean, what we talking about now and how we get here? My fingers on the pulse, I'm trying to monitor like in-ears. The game's messed up, it's still an embarrassing. My peers be lacking melanin, they pale in comparison. I'm like Harrison Marvin, a killer who's starving just to get in the hall, man. I wait in the call, fam, but the distance is long, damn. But these rappers half-stepping, they heard they King Kunta track and now they back repping. I don't do anything second, except my first initial, officially known in time as the one who brought the ripples of change, which affected the tide. I got like infinite range, so there's nowhere to hide. Y'all see my joy and my pride? It be the circle city I dwell in, trying to be the first out and apt to span the globe like Magellan, eloquently telling the people we nothing less than equal regard. regardless of creed and color, we all sisters and brothers who come from Adam and Eve. So this brief reprieve is like forbidden fruit plucked from the tree of life. My expressions are parenthetical in nature now. It's regrettably unforgettable, the hatred now. But still they want to blame the music and the culture of rap, to misappropriate the swag. What kind of vulture is that? Oh, the type that like swine, with a badge and a strap that flock like birds of a feather, putting two in your cap, two in exact science. The pressure that I'm applying is enough to crack the pavement on the road to Zion. My mind is on lady liberties, lacking convictions. It's no longer just a race, I feel black's a depiction. I got ink on my hands like Michelle Kathleen, fam. I ain't come for the cipher, I'm here to resurrect the black man. I'm here to resurrect the black man. With that resurrection, hey. You see, this morning I woke up and had a smile on my face, the sun was gleaming. I'm beaming while I think about grace. Another day I get to live, though I didn't deserve the last. The Lord reserve, judge, and preserve my hourglass. And what I do with the time, what I do with the rhyme, I realize that the opportunity's prime. Cause too many brothers is locked up from too many crimes. Others lay in hospitals, sexing too many dimes. And as the IV drips, they come to grips with the truth. Tomorrow was never promised. I get honest in the booth. And if I'm stepping on toes, know that I can't apologize. I'm walking in my daddy's shoes while looking through my mama's eyes. Hey. With that resurrection, hey.
All of our recordings take place in the small studio, but right now we're in a big studio, WFYI Studio A, where Jill Dittmeyer is taping Pledge Spots. Hi, Jill.
Hi, Melissa. How are you?
Great. How are you?
I'm well, thank you.
We're here in the big studio.
Yeah, talking about the small studio.
Yes, and you report on many of our amazing bands in the small studio radio features that you report on and produce, which live at WFYI.org/small studio. You interviewed Native Son, the third band to play in our small studio in 2015.
Yeah, and then I got to sit down once again with B. Young, Brandon Meeks, and Richard Sleepy Floyd, and we talked about everything that they've accomplished in that really short amount of time. They've done a lot, not the least of which Brandon Meeks composed the music for Curious Mix, our radio online show as well. But the guys really talked a lot about not only playing here in Indianapolis, but they play all over the country, and what they bring from the Indianapolis music scene to others, and then what they bring back to the city, it all makes a lot of sense.
Put it together and make some noise for Native Son!
I think for me, as far as popular music is concerned, there's been a shift in terms of like sonically how music, especially hip hop, sounds. And so I think it's really refreshing to see how many people are just like, yo, this is what I've been looking for. You know, I don't normally hear this on the radio, or I really have to go out and find this type of music, but you know, this is great stuff from a content standpoint and from just a live music standpoint. So for us, that's what we always want to bring to the table. That's why we started Native Son, to be able to just bring those sounds that we kind of grew up on and be able to incorporate the sounds of today, and hopefully it resonates with the people, and I think it really did.
I'm the Naptown representative, smooth as a pomade, sport waves through the rap game, the danger to change.
You know, the fusion of the hip hop with the jazz elements, you know, really made for a great conversation starter for me, you know, where I was talking to, you know, seeing people that are just mostly identify with jazz, and you know, to see them take a liking to it was really cool, and to, you know, make new fans based off of that.
There's like a sense of responsibility whenever I, you know, get on stage and touch the mic, in terms of representing Indianapolis and like the rich musical history that's here, you know, that all of us, we reap the benefits from. So it's like, you know, I've seen it when we've been announced, and people, you know, like, yeah, from Indianapolis, Indiana, and people roll, you know, the eyes are rolling and like, you know, like really dismissive. So there's almost like a chip on your shoulder, just to really represent and to really prove that, you know, there's a lot of talent coming out of this city and this state. It needs to be represented, needs to be heard. And ultimately, that's what we want to do, be able to just hit the road and spread that so that people start checking for the scene.
I would love to see it just be a place that's really recognized for the talent that's here. Because, I mean, of course, you have Wes Montgomery and Freddie Hubbard and all those people of that day and age, but there's not less talent here than there was back then. So I would love to see just the talent that is here just continue doing their thing and getting that recognition. Not so much the city becoming like a quote-unquote industry town or nothing like that, but just the artists that are here just doing their thing and letting people know that there is something going on here. and you know, getting that appreciation.
With Native Son, and up next we got Lily and Madeleine.
About the next 5 years, it makes me feel weird. It's no use, I know I won't talk to you for months, and I'm not sure where I'll be. Don't know how I feel, and it makes no sense to me. And when you don't know what to do, always keep your cool. Drive on home with you. Always keep your cool. Westfield, dark and blue. Always keep your cool. Feel out in the open. Always keep your cool. Words don't to be spoken.
Welcome back. Next we have Ko. Ko was born and raised in Indiana. She learned to play the keyboard as a toddler, toured the world as a teen, led and played in bands in Indianapolis and Chicago, taught music in China, and now Ko is back. She plans festivals, shows, and drives conversation about diversity and growth in our music scene. Plus, she's really cool. This is Ko.
Welcome back to the Small Studio. Coming up next, a personal friend of mine and fellow comic geek, Tony Styxx. This guy can beatbox so well that the Indianapolis Symphony Orchestra considers his mouth a classical instrument.
Verse 1. I remember piling up in that one-star van, the six of us like we going on a caravan. See, Pops passed, so bro, when I had to be the man, all the while hoping moms had a master plan. What's in her hand is a house key, so 6140 has become the new spot. See, on the same block, black and white cuties, potheads and ballers, is Christians and misfits, good girls and brawlers. Wasn't getting any taller, 5'9" and it rough. Scared to death of local homies trying to prove I was tough. Learned a lot about myself, though I didn't do much. Like life is a hungry beast and everybody is lunch. But I felt God touched, it brought me right through the middle. Raised in the Baptist home, though I prayed very little. Yeah, I used to be brittle, now I'm hard as heads when coming up. I'm cold, chilling like my barber laying in the cuts of life. Yeah, this is my life, a preview to my life, some insight to my life. This here is my life. You let that beat ride, you let that beat ride, let that beat ride. Verse 2. Freshman year, broad ripple, my little New York, where the hallways smelled of Chanel and Newports. You would look down on if you didn't do sports. I was a track star, chasing after girlies of court, and I remember them sorts. Palmer queens of blonde crowns, little snow girls holding me down. See, mocha divas a frown, hold a kid a clown. Now they baby daddy stress my, look at me now. Went from rocking the crowd with beatbox, we was loud in the lunchroom. Spit a quick 16, bells gon' ring soon. 06 is it, yes son, we cool. Whole sea of black and orange leading the new school. R.I.P. to a few, you were too gone soon. But don't fret, life's a debt, I got bills too. Till then, where's my pen? I gotta write these tunes. I know God's iPod is rocking out in this groove called life. Yeah, this is my life, a preview to my life, some insight to my life. This here's my life. You let that beat ride, ride. Let the beat ride, ride. Let the beat ride, ride. Let the beat ride, ride. 7 years to this day, I was sent to the South. Yes, sir, the only words coming out of my mouth. Couldn't handle the stress, so I had to get out. I was a number in the field. In doubt, sent home, got on the phone with this cutie. I know she was blessed to have a 12-year and 6-month-old. I spent a year and a half with this mom being dad, and it wasn't all bad. See, I just want her to know that she changed the game, so any chick in a post would come equipped with a glass and try to give me a toast. And aside from the jokes, I loved you all from the heart. And even though I'm good now, it still sucks that we part. But life is an art with many lessons to learn, so they turn into Jean Grays with every picture I burn. Now every corner I turn, I smell the scent from your flames. I'm sky submarine, trying hard to see through this pain called life. Yeah, this is my life, a preview to my life, some insight to my life. This here's my life. You let that beat ride, you let that beat ride, you let that beat ride. Just let that beat ride, let that beat ride. Graveyard shift.
And now we're going to head over to Blues House Party headquarters to check in with Matt SOCEY.
Thanks, Melissa. Yes, hi, I'm Matthew SOCEY of the Blues House Party, and here I am at Blues House Party headquarters. No, Mrs. SOCEY isn't here. Neither's the bathtub. But anyway, we hope you are enjoying the small studio sessions where you can see indie music and you can see indie music, like this performance from November of 2015. Here's Sarah Grain and the Billions of Stars.
To quietly
We're back in the small studio, and now Jennie Jones is with us, who helped launch our branding and design. Hey, Jennie.
Hi, Melissa. I was so excited to hear that Jennie DeVoe was coming in for a small studio session because I've been following her for years, love her music. In fact, I even tried to sneak into a few 21 plus venues before I was of age just because her music's that great. So you're definitely in for a treat with the next session.
So from one fantastic Jennie to another, here's Jennie DeVoe.
They say there's a story no one will tell. Is it true about a heaven and hell? They say there's a man who will finally understand. When you find him, you'll know he's a wonder. There are whispers, it's true, and clouds in your view, but you blindly keep crawling along. So you drink from the cup, but it's never enough. Once you found true love, they say there's a magic so very tragic. You'd give up your life for true love, and you need it so badly, so very sadly. True love is the ruin of you. There are whispers, it's true, and clouds in your view, but you blindly keep crawling along. So you drink from the cup, but it's never enough. Once you found true love. You will mention his name, but it's never the same. You can try, but you will not find joy. And you can try to deny why you still cry. You just miss those kisses from that boy. 'Cause there's a spell that you're under, it leaves you to wonder why it cuts deep to your soul. So you drink from the cup, but it's never enough. Once you found true love, once you have tasted true love, and it's all in the name of true love.
And I'm here with 90.1 WFYI's radio goddess, ABBEY Terzini. Hey, ABBEY.
Hi, Melissa.
Now, you produced our June 2017 small studio session.
Yes, I did. It was Richard Edwards, who's also a founding member of Margot and the Nuclear So-and-Sos, but does have a fantastic solo career. Let's take a look at his session.
This is the song.
I got bored in California, bored with the sun that always shines. And I got bored and I started dreaming again. Little black-eyed you, please let me go. got bored of the other house, bored with your space-side tone. I got lost at sea, but you got awful mean, little beach bum. Who are you now? I've been thinking about you. Oh, I've been thinking about you. Little did I in Los Angeles. I've been bored in New York City, bored anywhere a man can be. And I got bored here, but I thought, oh baby cat, meow. I've been thinking about you. Oh, I've been thinking about you. Little did I in Los Angeles.
Thanks for watching our Small Studio Sessions special here on WFYI. I'm Melissa Davis, here with social media Jedi Scott McAllister. Hey, Scott.
Hey, Melissa.
Hey, what's up next?
Coming up next from November 2017, we have Indianapolis singer-songwriter and firefighter Crescent Ulmer.
Well, I had plans to head home soon, but then my mind, it wandered off with you. And against my better judgment, I'll deny myself the truth that I can't have one kiss and be through. And when your lips met mine, I blushed, and all the blood to my head it rushed, nearly fell right off of my stool. For you, I'm a helpless fool. When she calls, I'm working late, but we're driving on the interstate. And press the gas, we're going faster, gotta make it to your place. With you, I intend to stay. Well, I make it just before my baby wakes up. And as I creep across the room, I still reek of your perfume. 'Cause I can't spend one night and be through. Ooh. And I had plans to head home soon, but in my mind it wandered off with you. And against my better judgment, I'll deny myself the truth that I can't have one drink and be through.
Hey, Melissa.
Oh, hey, Shirley.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Hey, do you know who's coming up next?
That's a really good question.
I do. It's the sweet sounds of Bashiri, Asad.
Now, I always start this song off by saying that when it's right, we write psalms about women. Psalms. When it's wrong, we write songs about women. Those last a while too. This is one of those psalms. Yeah. Said it's something about the way that you smile at me. It makes me feel real high, you see. And when we're out with our friends, having a good time, see everyone's drawn to your energy. And I'm so thankful that you chose to be with me. You make me want to be a better man. You've given me everything and so much more just by being you. And I want to let you know that you are love personified and you're beautiful. And I tell it to who's listening, your kiss, touch, give me such a rush. You're beautiful, you're beautiful. Said there's something about the things that you do to me. People swear you put a spell on me. The way you do when you do what you do, babe. It's something out of my fantasy. And I'm so thankful that you chose to be my queen. You make this whole world make sense to me. Said you've given me everything and so much more just by being you. And I've got to let you know that you're my pride and joy, and you're beautiful. And I shout into the rooftops, see your smile, style, make forever so worthwhile. You're beautiful, you're beautiful. And all of a sudden I'm falling in love again. See, it's the way that you are. You shine like a star. You must be heaven sent. And I don't care what they say. I know what I feel is true. So true, baby. And I stand up in a crowd, wave my hands and shout it loud. I'm in love with you. 'Cause I've got to let you know that you're my pride and joy. You're beautiful. And I shelter to the rooftops, see your smile, style, make forever so worthwhile. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. Said your kiss, touch, give me such a rush. You're beautiful. And I tell it to who's listening, your smile, style, make forever so worthwhile. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. Oh, 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 you're beautiful. Yes. You're beautiful. Yes. Hey, you're beautiful. Yes, you're beautiful. you're beautiful. Hey, you're beautiful. Yes. Hey, you're beautiful. Yes, you're beautiful. Well, well, well. Ooh, baby. Yes, you're beautiful. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. Yes, you're beautiful. Fellas telling they're beautiful. Fellas telling they're beautiful. Ladies telling they're beautiful. Yes, yes, telling they're beautiful. Fellas telling they're beautiful. Ladies telling they're beautiful. Fellas telling they're beautiful. Yes, you're beautiful. Well, well, well.
And we're back. And I'm here with 90.1 WFYI's radio program director, Roxana Caldwell. Hey, Rox.
Hi, Melissa.
I know that you know who's up next.
Yes, I do. Up next is Vess Ruhtenberg. He's played with many legendary bands, but graced the small studio with his solo work. From September 2017, here's Vess Ruhtenberg, reminding all of us that it's okay to try new things.
It's okay to try new things. Hey, it's okay to try new things. It's okay to try new things. Lately, it's okay to try new things. 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 Lately, it's okay to try new things. It's okay to try new things. Lately, it's okay to try new things. 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 Lately, it's okay to try new things. Hey, it's okay to try new things. Lately, it's okay to try new things. All right. It's okay to try new things. It's okay to try new things. It's okay to try new things. Lately, it's okay to try new things. And there you have it. If you're stuck in a rut, you know what to do now. It's okay to try new things. Well, it's okay to try new things. It's okay to try new things. It's okay to try new things. It's okay to try new things.
Coming up next is Wife Patrol, performing their song, H.A.
Go ahead.
Hey, we're Wife Patrol. We're gonna do a small studio session.
We checked in with Wife Patrol at Healer, a DIY art and music venue in a former office space with weird and wonderful art installations, a 90s game room, and even a cardboard cutout of Elvira. And Healer hosts great bands like Wife Patrol.
We're Wife Patrol, and I'm Nicole. I play bass and sing.
I'm Greg. I play guitar and try to sing.
And I'm Natasha, and I play drums, and I also sing a little bit.
What have we been up to? We've been practicing a lot.
We recorded an EP with Paul Mahern that we just put out.
We call it the Orange EP.
Yeah.
It's very orange.
It premiered at Orange. We forgot to bring it tonight.
Like, we're not playing for ourselves when we're playing. We practice a lot.
Sometimes we are.
Sometimes. Where's just the three of us. But it gets us out of the basement and, like, on stage, and that's really fun. It's fun to interact with the people and the crowds and to just have a chance to play for, sometimes people who have heard us before are there, and sometimes it's new people who end up having a really good time exploring our music, and it's fun to share that with other people.
I don't know why we were able to cultivate an elite group of fan base.
I think part of it comes from, like, we try to play a lot of different shows with different people, so
yeah.
We get to not only play for new people in the crowd, but play with new people, and just try to be supportive of the other musicians in the scene so that everyone's kind of working together and getting to know each other. And I think that's helped a lot. And just being nice, like being kind to each other when you're out and you're at shows, and just like respecting everybody in the space. I think that's a really big part of it too. I think those kinds of things are what really, at least to me, what builds this band and what I like about being in this band and being able to work with other people and just bring it all together. It's really fun and it's really helpful, and you just build so many bonds that way.
There seems to be more of a self-consciously artistic community in Indianapolis now. Like, there's more, maybe it's because of the internet and social media developing in that time and allowing like-minded people to get together more efficiently and in greater numbers. That has fostered a way more focused and enduring scene than seemed to exist when I would play shows in Fountain Square like in 1999. It seems less like that now. It just seems like people who want to go to shows are able to find each other more easily now.
I love making music and spending time with, these folks. I also get an opportunity to see all the cool ways that their creative minds work, working together collaboratively and making something that none of us could make on our own is very special.
So Eric, you're editing in the small studio?
Well, yeah, we do everything in the small studio, right? We have our meetings in here, we do our performances. Why not edit this whole special right here in the small studio?
Wow. Well, this is the end, right? I mean, we're at the end of the show.
Yeah, this is the end. And the weird thing is, I'm still working on the finished product that you're watching right now.
What would this be called?
I think the kids call that meta.
You can find every Small Studio session at WFYI.org/smallstudio. Thank you for watching, and thanks to all of the amazing musicians who played our Small Studio over the past few years. And thanks to the entire Small Studio crew. You are all amazing. Play on, friends.
Nice, dude.
Oh, hey, Jeff.
Hey, Melissa.
Fancy running into you at the corner.
Right. What's
That's
up?
Cool. Hey, the Reverend Peyton signed your guitar.
Sweet. I love the Rev.
I'm Matt Schaefer Powell. This small studio has been host to an impressive parade of exciting and talented musical artists, from Richard Edwards to Lillian Madeleine to Graham Nash. And we've been able to pull this off because you recognize the importance of music in our lives, and you support it financially. So whether you use music to escape this wacky world or understand it, please go to WFYI.org/give and support Small Studio Sessions. Thank you.